Good afternoon, players. It's your friend Cheap Ludes. I don't know why I said that just now. It felt right, but then coming out, it didn't feel so right anymore. Either way, it's Thursday. Let's talk about the new content leaks in NBA 2K23 My Team. I know you're probably wondering, hey, when's the next installment of the Fantasy Baseball Waiver Wire series? I'm sure nobody's thinking that, but I will continue to do them because I enjoy them and I'm very passionate about fantasy baseball. So, if you're just here for 2K stuff, just go ahead and ignore that. Let's take a look at what we can expect tomorrow. I'll be honest, since MLB The Show came out, for me at least, on Tuesday, I have not played my team, at all. 0%. I haven't played a second of my team since that game came out, really. So, it's cool. Glenn Rice is coming out tomorrow. He actually looks pretty good. We'll look at him as well. We got Justice Winslow and Sam Decker. Sick, dude. Couldn't be more excited. But let's look at what we got tomorrow. Ooh, 2 new Dark Matters dropping tomorrow. Surprise. High Res, which I'll be honest, the theme of the packs is interesting. It's like they just took screenshots of them halfway through the photoshopping process. I don't know. I'm not going to hate on it as much as other people have, but it's not the greatest. So let's proceed. So we got Shade and Sharp, Pink Diamond. Cool. We got Desagana Diop. I know I'm not saying that right. It's fine. Evan Turner, Jeremy Sochan, Poku, Alex Caruso, I don't know why I said Alex like that, Ricky Davis, Giannis, Josh Giddey, Deadlift Shrimp. Alright, let's start with the Pink Diamonds. Let's kind of review each individual player and just kind of see what we can expect from them. So, we'll start with Evan Turner. 6'6", 6'8" wingspan. He does play the point guard, which is cool, so he's going to provide another kind of budget-adjacent point guard option. The fact of the matter is with Evan Turner, I just expect him to be very similar to Michael Carter-Williams with a better jump shot. Like the Brandon Clark release, anyone who used Mark McGuire or Willis Reed knows it's a pretty good release. Put it on quick or very quick, should be good with the Rudy Upper. I expect him to be pretty good, but I don't expect him to be mind-blowing in any way, shape, or form. And if we wake up tomorrow morning and we look at the database and Evan Turner is looking gassed, you can guarantee that he is dropping at a dark matter percentage from packs, sub 2% Evan Turner's, no question about it. He looks a little bit bigger than 6'6", maybe 6'7". He looks about as big as Penny does. He'll be able to shoot. I think he'll just be all around pretty good. I mean, not really the most excited for Evan Turner in general, but I think he could be one of the better budget point guards in the game, straight up. Like him, Luke Walton, etc. Should be solid enough though. Then we got Shaden Sharp, 6'6", 6'9" wingspan. Believe he's shooting guard, small forward. Cool, I guess. His release on slow wasn't awful. Is his release on slow here? Yeah, it's on slow in both cards, so I would assume it's going to be on quick. He should be good. He's 6'5" in this card though, so I don't know how tall he's going to be tomorrow. I guess we'll find out. He's going to be meh, you know what I mean? We'll look up Sochan real quick. Sochan should be good, but I like Sochan a lot. That's somebody I'm a big fan of. Then we got Poku. Just this year alone, he's been so good. Then we got the GOAT, Alex Caruso. He held my team down for so long. We'll start with this guy, though. I have no idea who this guy is, I'll be honest. I typically know a lot of these kind of random NBA players that 2K likes to bring into the fold, but I will be honest, I have never heard of this guy before. Kind of crazy. He was picked 8th overall though in 2001. It's kind of nuts. 7 foot tall, big body too. What this dude is going to be like in my team, I have no idea, but it wouldn't shock me to see them kind of turn Diop into what Eddie Curry has been in the past. Honestly don't know. Looking at his basketball reference page, hard to get a grip on what he's going to be able to do. I have no idea. His 3-point percentage is 16.7%, so that's not ideal. He averaged 2 points a game in 601 games. So I honestly could not tell you what they're going to do with this guy. He's probably going to be cracked, though, realistically. There's always one pink diamond that's head and shoulders above the rest, and I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be him or Poku. Now we got Caruso. We've all kind of used Caruso at this point. He's a defense first point guard. This one already had Caruso base on quick, so it'll be on very quick. He's probably not going to be that good. That being said, I like Caruso a lot. 99 pass intercept, 90 on ball steal tendencies are going to be cool, but think of him as probably a slightly worse version of like Gary Payton, basically. That's what we're going to get with Caruso. So we know that already, though. Then we got, is it Sochan or Sohan? I think it's Sohan, but I could be saying that wrong. He's actually fire. Like, his release on slow is actually really easy to green. It reminds me of Haywood Highsmith quite a bit, but 6'9", 7'1" wingspan. If they give him his own release on like quick and not on slow for the first time, Sohan could sneakily be the best card in this set, or at least up there. Lockdown defense, his player model is massive. I love his hair. That doesn't have anything to do with, the skill of the card, but, it's fine. I am cautiously optimistic for Sohan. I think he's actually going to be pretty good. Could be wrong, but I like what's going on with him. Then we got Poku. This one's going to have, obviously, the most hype attached to it. 7 foot, 7'3" wingspan. Just a skinny little man. He's pretty big. Little is not exactly accurate there. He's going to be good. Like, he's got the Poku release. It'll be on quick or very quick. If it's on quick, he probably won't be that good because the release. I don't really think there's a difference between 3-4 and 4-4 this year, though, but whatever. That's to each their own. I mean, he'll be annoying, certainly. Like, he'll certainly be super annoying. It's just a matter of, is he going to be as good as people are saying? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Let's move on to the opals. Now, the opals are going to be very interesting because we obviously have Ricky Davis, which is what majority of people are here for. Then we have Big Giannis. Big Giannis is going to be another pretty interesting one. Then we have, like, Detlef. Detlef will be... I'll talk about him. And then who's the other one? Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey, I think, will be a lot better than people give him credit as well. So let's start with Giddey, right? 6'8", 7-foot wingspan at the point guard. I mean, this card was horrible defensively. He could play make, but he couldn't shoot. Josh Giddey's release, I'll be honest, I haven't really used it this year. I don't think I used this card at all when he came out, so there's that. Not really sure what to make of him. I think he'll be good, but I wonder how good. I don't think he's going to be quite as good as the Josh Giddeys that we got last year. But that being said, he could be super undervalued. It just kind of depends, man. I just don't know, I'm not sure what Mr. Timothy Chalamet over here is going to bring to the My Team streets. He is obviously going to be a big point guard, and he's going to be able to compete with guys like Magic and Ben Simmons to a certain degree, right? I mean, absolute worst case scenario, he's probably a slightly better version of like what Denny Avdija brought, right? So there's that. Then we got Ricky Davis, 6'7", 6'10" wingspan. We all know about Ricky Davis at this point. I'm assuming they probably keep his Seth Curry release. I don't think too many things really change with Ricky Davis at the end of the day, right? Probably doesn't have T-Max size up anymore. Probably give him something different. Paul George Escape is going to be gone as well. Probably give him like Trey or Curry. I think the majority of other things probably stay in place, though. He's just going to be a significantly better version of Pink Diamond Ricky Davis. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. Is he Cleveland? Yeah, he is. Hell yeah. So, I mean, there's not much to really discuss here. This card was already pretty cracked when he came out in November, so. Giannis. Now, Opal Giannis, I think, is just going to be a slightly worse version of this one. So, somewhere in between this Giannis and the Fire Giannis. He'll have his release on quick. I think his three-point shot will be worse, so it'll probably be around like 75 would be my guess, but I could be wrong. It's basically going to be this Giannis, just with, half the amount of Hoff badges. They'll all be gold. And then he'll have like a deteriorated stat repertoire. Like, he'll still be pretty fast. He'll still play great defense, but, they will lower a lot of this stuff. Like, instead of 95 speed, he'll have like 90 probably, right? I could be wrong about this. They could go straight carbon copy of the dark matter just with less badges, but I'm not sure they're going to do that at this stage, but we'll find out tomorrow. Detlef. 6'10", 7-foot wingspan, so he's going to be big, but he's just going to be like worse than Poku, basically. I think they probably change his release. He probably doesn't have Wayne Ellington release. They're going to crack one of these cards out. If I had to guess, it's going to be Diop. And then Ricky Davis is already kind of cracked, so it'll probably be Diop and like Giddy. But they could sneak in Detlef as being like a top tier small forward. I doubt it. He'll probably be the trash one that everyone pulls, so he'll be like the... I don't think John Wall is trash, but he'll be like John Wall from last week, where he's in just like 95% of Opal pulls. Remember, the Bracket Buster cards are in here too, so these packs are going to have horrific odds. Just know that going in. Now let's talk about the two big boys, Cade and Booker. Now, Booker obviously is going to be the troll, right? Now, on the other hand, he can play point guard, which I think is cool. 6'6", point guard's fine. If they crack him out properly, which I'm assuming they keep his release, I would assume. I actually like Booker's release quite a bit. Mike Bibby size of, hell yeah. They're going to give him all the meta stuff, so I have like MJ dribble style and everything you would want from, you know, a cracked out dark matter at this point, but still can't help but be unexcited. And I think a lot of the kind of lack of excitement that I feel probably comes from the fact that I won't pull any of these guys, so it's like I don't really care at the end of the day. But Booker should be relatively good. He's going to be great offensively. I think they'll probably crack his defense out enough that it'll be more than usable. So if you're excited for Devin Booker, I mean, you have a reason to be, really. That's what I'm saying. Then we got Cade, 6'6", 7'1" wingspan. Why? He's 6'6"? Why did I think this man was 6'8" this whole time? Well, probably because all of his cards have a different height, so it's probably has something to do with it. I don't know if he'll be 6'6" or 6'7". I'm not really sure. Don't know if they're going to keep his release. I would be willing to bet that they probably change it. That's just me, though. They're going to crack him out as well. He'll pretty much have the same SIGs as like T-Mac or... yeah, probably of like Dissinger. I would say, I think at this stage, we're going to see every high tier card basically just look like Dissinger at this point. What jump shot they change it to, I'm not sure. They might go Seth Curry with it. They'll probably just lazily throw KPJ in there. Or they'll give him LaMelo base and just turn him into a LaMelo clone. I'm not really sure what they're going to do. Cade's player model is good, though. I'm sure he's going to play very competent defense. Cade will be... maybe not necessarily the best point guard in the game, but he'll for sure be like a top 5 point guard, I would say. Like, I don't think he has the physical tools to really do the things that like Ben Simmons and Magic are able to do. It's not really his fault. They're just too big for this world. But he should be really good. I mean, obviously. And then we'll look at Glenn Rice, since Glenn Rice comes out tomorrow as well. Glenn Rice is good. He is good. I will say that. I like his contest shot and block shot tendencies. The 84 foul is a bit concerning. The on-ball steal and pass interception, not great. He has really high three-point tendencies, so the CPU is going to guard him super heavily. The Fultz base is nice, though. I will say they changed his release to Fultz with Gary Payton, the second upper, which isn't great, but Fultz base is fine. He's got Trey Escape, Damian's behind the back. I mean, he's good for sure. I've seen people say that he's like a top 5 shooting guard. I don't necessarily know how accurate that is, to be fair. Offensively, he's better than someone like a Scottie Pippen for sure. And due to his size, he's probably better, or at least on par with like a Billy Knight or someone of that nature. But he's not touching T-Mac. He's not touching Terry. I doubt he's touching Ricky Davis, who probably is better than him already. So we got 3 knocked out. So, yeah, I mean, I guess he's probably just his ability to move and score. He's probably top 5. But I just don't think we're going to be as happy with him as we think, maybe. Because I feel like they're just going to put this card out. And then over the course of the next couple weeks, they're just going to put out better and better and better and better cards. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I am. I guess we'll find out. But... let's take a look at the market and just see if there's really any fluctuation going on. When I say that I haven't played my team all week, I mean it. Like, I haven't done any of these. I haven't even done the Steve Blake versus Jeffries one. This one, I just don't think I'm going to get done, to be honest. The Jarrett Culver, Ty Jerome one, because I don't want to have to play 5 unlimited games. I mean, I probably will at some point on stream, but like I don't want to, you know. 150 assists, that seems like a lot. 20 steals, that seems excessive, to be honest. I'll probably just try to do one of those Garnett challenges that involves very large players. I guess we'll find out. But there's also like a new edition unauctionable pack, because why these are unauctionable I will never know, but here we are. So cool. Now the market is interesting. I feel like the market's still kind of reeling from like the Dissinger stuff. Look at how little of these cards are up, by the way. It's just, it makes sense. A lot of them are locked in at this point, but it's still kind of crazy, man. Dissinger is probably going to be at its cheapest right now. You could make the argument that maybe super packs will make them a little bit cheaper, but with the odds of super packs, I don't think so. The only person I think is going to be affected by super packs, in theory, would be Dikembe, but also this is 2K we're talking about, so this is in practice, not in theory, and I just don't think that, like, at the end of the day, Ben Wallace and Gordon Hayward are going to drop out of as many packs as people think, so that's fantastic. TJ Warren is like 100,000 MT for some reason. I don't know why. Eddie Jones is good, but he's not that good. He's probably one of the other top 5 shooting guards in the game. I hate this game. Or any of these guys, I don't think anyone really cares. I should have just sold Claxton, but I didn't, because I locked in, because I am a colossal idiot. Anyways, do any of the cards that came out today have an effect on anyone? No. I mean, I don't think so anyway. Like, kind of looking at what came out today, yeah, some secondary shooting guards will probably have, you know, a bit less value with Ricky Davis coming out, but at the same time, like guys like Kobe Bryant probably has a little bit less with Ricky Davis coming out. But at the end of the day, I don't think he really does too much. Does someone like Poku have a negative impression on Jonathan Bender? Potentially a little bit, yeah, for sure. Because Poku's huge, but I still think Bender's jump shot is better, so it'll probably be viewed as better anyway, though he is a lot cheaper, so that's cool. Cade and Booker. I mean, Cade is going to negatively impact Lonzo Ball for sure. I would bet he negatively impacts LaMelo as well, though these cards are all going to be like, you know, over 200k still, so it doesn't really matter. Other than that, like, T-Mac's not really falling off all that much. I mean, he's still selling for close to $1 million. Like, you know, it is what it is. I don't think, yeah, I mean, the out of position cards, like, I don't think Jimmy Butler is going to fall off in value. I still think Jimmy Butler is probably going to be better than Cade at the end of the day with his jump shot. So unless they give Cade Jimmy base, then that's a different story, I suppose. I don't think Bill Russell's really taking a fall in value. Like, Şengün, probably not. I mean, he does stuff that none of these cards are going to be able to do. Taco's not falling off in value. Yeah, I just don't see anyone specifically that's going to fall off in value. Potentially Ben Simmons, but I just don't think that's real either. Magic fell off in value over the last week, but it looks like he's back up. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. I just wish we could get, I don't know, man, maybe a Yao counter at some point. Just maybe. Potentially. Just maybe like a Yao counter. I don't know. What do you guys think? That sounds like a fun time. Maybe like, I don't know, an Arvydas Sabonis, or we got Boban, but he was terrible. Yeah, really, I'm just Arvydas Sabonis or Rick Smits are the two that I have hope for, but even then they won't be able to shoot, so who knows. I mean, Sabonis will, but he'll be slow, and then Smits won't be able to shoot, so it doesn't really matter, but, you know, whatever. 2K still gatekeeping Yao all this time later, so it's cool. Vince Carter is probably one of the other guys that falls off in value a little bit, I would say, with Ricky Davis coming out. Because Ricky Davis is probably just a better version of what Vince Carter is, you know. Which, nothing against Vince Carter. He came out, you know, a whole season and a half ago. I don't know. Anyways, it's been your friend Cheap Loots. I will be opening packs tomorrow. Probably too many, and I'll be mad. Now we have like 600k MT left, because I haven't had a good pull since LaMelo. And I'm sure it will continue, but I guess we'll find out. So, have a good night. Peace.